Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nom. I hope you're all doing well. I know it's a crazy time right now, so I do hope you're all well. Nevertheless, it is nearly Christmas, so Merry Christmas to you and all your friends and family. I do hope you have a nice time. I know that this year isn't what we're used to. It's not normal. It's not what we would choose for ourselves, but I still hope that you guys have a lovely day, however you spend it and whoever you spend it with. I still hope that you will have a lovely time. Spend time just reflecting, being grateful for life and praying for better days to come. Anyway, I have decided that I'm going to start sharing with you guys little short stories that hopefully will make you laugh, either with me or at me, whichever one. Just have a little giggle, that's fine, I don't mind. The story that I'm going to share with you today comes from when I was 7 years old. If you have watched my how I ended up in a wheelchair video, you will know that when I was 7 I had to have an operation to try and correct the damage that was done to my leg. So then when I was 7, I met this hospital. The hospital I was in was far from home, far from where my family was, but near the hospital there was this grandmother of mine. I'd call her my big grandma, and what I mean by big grandma is she was my mom's big sister. So that's why she's my big grandma. I hope you got that. If you didn't, I hope you catch it later. Anyway, I'm gonna keep moving. So anyway, because she was closer to the hospital, she was checking up on me a lot, along with my auntie, and when my mom was coming as well. But most of the time, she was the one popping in and out to make sure I was okay and to meet all my needs, basically. Now this woman was a ball of energy. As fun as she was and as crazy as she was not anybody to be messed with. Everybody around her knew who she was, and they knew that you were not about to try and mess with this person. So every time she would come to the hospital, I would hear her from the beginning of the corridor. And you guys know how long the hospital corridors are. I would hear her from the beginning. I would hear her shoes clacking up around the place, and I would hear her mouth. So people in my family have been gifted with the ability to talk. So I would hear her, and the minute the nurses heard her, they would all rush to me. They would all run to me to make sure everything was okay, to make sure not even her hair was out of place, to make sure there was no creases on my bedding. Because believe me, if she came to my bedside and saw even one hair out of place, this woman would shut the whole hospital down. I am not even joking. Everybody knew. Everybody. That's why they were just. She was a woman to be feared. They knew that she could not come to me and see even a little distress or anything wrong around me. Somebody was getting it that day, so they always would come and make sure that I was set. So anyway, after I got discharged, I had to stay close to the hospital, and because she lived very close to the hospital, she took me in and to make sure that I was local for my appointments and all my checkups. So anyway, I was with her for a few months, and it was great. Honestly, she was just lovely. I can't even explain to you what kind of person she was. She was just great. Anybody who knew her will tell you the same thing. Whenever I think of her, the story I'm going to share with you now always just pops into my head. So one morning we wake up, and as we do, you find something to eat. So this morning she says to me, "What do you want for breakfast?" And I say to her, might be a bit fancy today. What do I want for breakfast? You guys ready? I said, "Yeah, go. Grandma, I will have some cornflakes, please." She's like, "Oh, okay then, girl, you can have whatever you want, But on that day, I just fancied some cornflakes, guys. You just have a bit of a quench for something. I was just quenching after cornflakes. So anyway, she goes to the cupboard, she takes a plate, takes the cornflakes, puts the cornflakes in the plate, walks over to the fridge, opens the fridge, and she just looks puzzled. She looks at the fridge, she looks at me, and she's like, there's no milk. I said, how? She said, there's no milk. The milk was gone, guys. There was just no milk to be found. So anyway, I'm like, okay, that's fine. There's no milk, I'll have something else. And she's like, no, girl. No. You want cornflakes? You will have cornflakes. So I said, okay, that's fine. Maybe she's going to walk over to the shop or send someone to the shop, It was fine. So I'm sitting there watching her. She walks over to the sink with my bowl of cornflakes. She holds the bowl of cornflakes under the tap, and she opens Hey, I can't. Wait, let me just get myself together. She opens the tap and I'm watching as the water goes into the bowl of my cornflakes. And I'm thinking, oh, I know she ain't expecting me to eat that. Anyway, I said, let me just watch. So anyway, she closes the tap, she walks over to the cupboard, she takes the sugar and she puts the sugar in the cornflakes. And I said, okay, let me just keep watching. And then she walks over to me and she gives it to me. She goes, there you go, you enjoy. And I said, what? Because guys, I know I was young and maybe I didn't know much, but I did know that cornflakes and water were not meant to go together. No, they were not meant to be together like that. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's cornflakes and milk, not cornflakes, water and sugar. So anyway, she walks off to the living room and she's lounging on the couch like the queen she was. And I said, okay then. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, how am I supposed to eat this bowl of cornflakes with water and sugar? Surely not. Surely. It just can't be. So I'm sitting there, and because I was still getting used to being there, you know, I was a little bit shy. I was like, I can't even say nothing. I can't say nothing. I'm just gonna have to eat this. I'm gonna have to sit here and eat this. So I'm sitting there for a time and I'm just thinking, how will this work? And I'm watching this cornflakes go soggy. So anyway, my brother, well, in the English culture, you would say he's my cousin, but in my culture, he's my brother because of how close our families are and the relation. Anyway, whatever, we'll move. So my brother comes into the kitchen and he looks at me and he looks at this bowl of cereal with water and he's like, what are you doing? What's going on? And I said, Grandma said I should eat. And he's like, wait, what? Cereal and water? How does that make any sense? He takes it, puts it on the counter, walks over to the to the living room where the queen is just lounging, and he says, what's going on? Why have you given the child cereal and water? She's like, yeah, milk ran out, you know, but for today it's fine, she can just have that. And he's like, no, that is not fine, that is not okay. So anyway, he went to the shop, got some milk. Finally, I got my cornflakes with milk, not with water. Up to this day, that brother of mine holds a big place in my heart. Fun fact, he's my goddaughter's dad, and honestly, love him to death. And I will always be grateful to him for rescuing me that day, because that was the day I was supposed to eat cornflakes and water. But thank the Lord that he sent his angels, and my angel just showed up right in time. He turned up right on time and he saved me. But guys, I miss that woman. She was great, and there's so many stories. There was those few months of being with her were literally some of my greatest moments, and I'll look back and I'll always be grateful for. And actually being there, I met one of my cousins, so up to this day, like, bum charm, she's literally one of my most favorite people in this entire world. So that time with my big grandma was a time that I'll forever be grateful for. And honestly, I do miss her dearly, and she was just fun, she was just great. But guys, cornflakes and water. But like I said, we thank the Lord that he comes through each and every day. Whew. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had some giggles. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share, do all that stuff that is helpful. And I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time. Merry Christmas. Bye.